Okay, we're back here for part 2 of our shadow box, You and Me by the Sea. And I hope that you've all gone to How to Make a Paper Boat by Karen Crafts. I made another little boat. And what we're gonna do now, first of all, let me just say, I have gone ahead and glued the moon on. And I actually mixed a little tiny bit of red with some white and made some pink, then added some color onto my moon's cheeks and a little bit of red because I love red lips. Can you tell? Anyways, and then I cut another little fish and I've glued them down. So the paint is dry and these two are glued on. Trying to save some time here. Anyways, now I actually do have a little circle around the moon, and what I use is a little strip of computer paper again. Just cut a little skinny strip, and then I glue it so there's kind of a little beam right there. I don't know if you can see, there it is. And then what I'll do is set this down flat, put a ring of glue around that moon and set this on there to dry. And then when it dries, I'll go back and add the little moonbeams around the edge, just to give it some texture and a little interest. Anyways, so back to our boat. So I have just red and yellow. As you can see, I've just used the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and a little bit of white. And I'm going to paint the boat, the top of the boat, right here, yellow. So we're just gonna go ahead and paint that yellow. And you really aren't gonna see the back, but hey, painting's fun, so paint the whole doggone thing. Anyways, so. And plus, who doesn't love yellow? Oh my gosh. It's my little grandbaby boy's favorite color. He loves Lalo. Lalo. Lalo is his favorite color. He likes everything Lalo. Okay, so now that the little top of my boat is Lalo, I am going to get some red. And I love stripes and I love red, but I'm gonna do a stripe right across the top of my boat. Boot. And now whatever you have at home, you can add stickers, you can put your name on the boat, you can name the boat. There's so much that you can do with this. So this is just a little starter thing. You can add whatever you want in the background of your ocean. I actually had a globe that said you, me, and the sea, so I couldn't resist. I had to put that in there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put a stripe on the inside line here so that there is some contrast against that blue ocean. Can you see that? I need someone to man the camera because this is just not my forte. Anyways, so here's the little boat painted, and we're gonna have to lay it flat. So when you get ready to glue your little shadow box, you're gonna lay it flat. There's the lid. And glue your boat in like this. And what you're gonna do is put a little glue on the back of that and glue it to the back of here. So right now, let that paint dry. And hopefully you have two toothpicks at home. If not, there's many other things you can use. You can see that you can pretty much improvise. I can say that word with anything. But here's my little flag, and I poke some holes, as you can see right there. I poke some holes into it so that this little toothpick slides right in there, and that's the top of my sail. And then what we're going to do is, where is this? Okay. So we are now going to add, I hope you guys have glue at home. And if you do not have glue at home, I have that website, this one right here, Super Strong Glue. And it's made out of, like I said, flour, sugar, and I believe it has some vinegar in it, but it's really, really strong. So if you don't have glue and you can't get out, because who can get out? I mean, they probably have Elmer's glue or something equivalent to that at the grocery store, but you can always make it at home too. So that's what I'm trying to do, is make everything as easy as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and stick some glue on here. Right here where the boat's going to go. Let that sit for a minute. And then I'm going to go ahead and, actually I'm going to poke it from this end. I'll go in here and poke a hole from this end. Hopefully I'll poke a hole from this end without ripping a big, giant hole. Be careful when you do that, by the way. Anyways, so there we go, our little boat. So cute. So you can use, I mean, go to your magazines and cut out patterns off a dress in Vogue magazine or something, or, you know, if you have Vogue magazine. Do we love Vogue? Yes, we do. I still love Vogue's Bizarre Clothes. Anyways, so I'm going to set this in here, and then I'm going to push down. And then what I'm going to do is lay it flat and put some glue around the moon and lay this on there so it gives it that little ring right there. As you can see, let me get this close. There's a little ring right there. So that's the last thing that you need to do. Or you can also do some journaling in it. You could write with a white ink pen, me and you down by the sea, or some little quote. And then you need to just find some twine of some sort or rope, and you're going to cut it and weave it through the little holes on your shadow box so you can hang it against the wall. And the kids will have fun putting this in their room. And maybe you'll have fun hanging it on your kitchen wall with some kind of really encouraging quote to inspire and encourage you through this time. Anyways, it's fun making these crafts together. That's all you need to do left is glue your boat and your moon ring, and then go back and add a little more white paint around the moon just to show that it's a shining moon. The other thing I wanted to share with you today, just to start getting prepared to do a lot of other fun crafts, I went ahead and made a stencil. I think you might have seen this. I just used regular cardboard. This was recycled mailing cardboard, and I drew with a Sharpie this pattern, cut it out. This morning I went ahead and did this to show you, And then I stenciled this tissue paper. So these stencils are fun to use. I have a ton of stencils that I've bought, but stencils are really easy to make for free. So that's another thing you can start looking at. And your older children that are stuck at home, they can start doing all kinds of neat stencils. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you is using wrapping paper. This is wrapping paper, recycled wrapping paper. You can cut out these little bikes. You can cut out all kinds of different, there's such beautiful wrapping paper nowadays. I actually have a whole box of it right here that I'm going to show you. There's little hearts. This is just really cheap dollar store wrapping paper. Some of this is Christmas. Anyways, there's just all kinds of, I think the wrapping paper that I use the most is in my studio. Pineapples, tons of different kinds of wrapping paper that you can use for decoupaging. This is houses, which is really super cute. And that's it. So post your little projects. I'd love to see your books, and I would love to see your little shadow box. Also, I wanted to remind you to not throw away the bottom part of your egg crate, because we're going to use this to separate some decoupage things that we're going to start cutting out. And actually, if your kiddos are done, that's something you can give them to do, is cut out different alphabets, A through Z, all the different fonts, and then we're going to separate them into your egg crate for future decoupaging. Okay, have a nice evening. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay inside.